Do this after brushing your teeth tonight and never sit in a dentist's chair.
back to the trading show. My name is David. Very buttoned up today.
Top button.
What else?
You look like a cholo.
I feel like Hector. Like, what movie you know, it's funny. There's this one actor. I forget his name, but in every movie he plays,
I know exactly who you're talking about. Don't know his name. Yeah, okay.
You know his actor name?
And no, I know. I can see the face in the visual.
Hector character in movies. Is it okay? We're gonna find him. Okay, we're gonna find him. This guy, Hector. Bro, I'm telling you, every movie he plays, Hector. So, anyways, you can call me Hector for today. We're excited to be here. I'm David. I'm joined with the Zen Master,
JP.
JP, ready for action?
Ready for action, baby. And there's my entry again for the long. Just so you know, it doesn't look as good though. I gotta say, right now.
I'm going to have a dissenting opinion on this one.
Okay, please do.
What I'm looking at on the 30-minute that's giving me a little pause is we've seen two bearish signals flash on market cipher on the 30-minute. You have within 3 hours, we have a blood diamond and a red X and a baby blood diamond on a green candle.
On the 30-minute. With stochastics curving over red dot. Sure.
Yeah. Now, of course, it's not like, oh my God, it's a blood diamond, you should short it. No. But it's definitely giving me a little bit of caution. I do like on the 1 hour how we saw volume increase on the move up. But I was talking to JP before the show. I was like, man, I was trying to trade Bitcoin yesterday and it was a fucking nightmare. It was a nightmare. It just kept ping-ponging between like 73.8 and 75.
Yeah.
Bleep, 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 bleep. And so really cool sound effects brought to you by David. Thank you very much. So, I don't know. We'll get a top-down Bitcoin analysis. We're also going to talk a little stock market today. I want you to get a SanDisk chart ready for me. Now, I've been complaining about how expensive storage is, okay? The storage is insane. We're over here doing videos, recordings, and we have 512 gigabyte CF Express cards from SanDisk. And those things are like $300-400 a piece. And I'm sitting there, we probably spent $6-7 grand on memory.
6-7. Come on, dude. 6-7.
And SanDisk is the brand we go with. And so when I saw this, up 2,800% in the past year. We're going to get some TA on this one. And also, I want to give a big thank you. Today's show is brought to you by Tangem. We started recording the video. We're going to do we're going to be releasing a tutorial video. We did a little unboxing. JP and I did a video A to Z, how to set up a Tangem wallet, how to get the app, how to swap in the app, how to do different accounts, so we did that. That video is going to come out sometime next week. We have 2 extra cards we're going to be giving away, 2 Tangem sets.
Nice.
Set of 3, set of 3. This one is the USA wallet. This one is the Stealth wallet. We'll be giving them away, and you're going to want to watch the video because in the video, I'm going to tell you exactly how you can win one of these wallets. No questions asked, no strings attached. If you win, we'll ship it to you gratis on the house. Big thank you to Tangent for sponsoring today's show. Okay. JP.
Yes, sir.
Bitcoin. Show me.
Show me. Show me the way. What are we on? I'm on a 1 minute chart right now. I like the rounded bottom. I don't usually trade the 1 minute like that. But
look at that M, bro.
I like that. The M, the little M right there.
Upside down, what side?
The little M within the rounded bottom. Yes, I see that. So today is very volatile. You got to be very careful. Let's kind of look back a little bit to this morning, 6:30 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, when the stock market on the East Coast opened. Look at that complete change in character at the exact moment that the stock market opened And the stock market did the same thing. The NASDAQ and the S&P started down, but then it changed its mind in reverse and went back up. So a huge dump on Bitcoin early this morning.
Huge.
And then I caught this double bottom. I actually traded this double bottom up to about the 200. I made some money. Could have made a lot more if I sold it right at the top. But, you know, I made a little bit of money on that long. And then we really looked like we were going to break out. The NASDAQ was pumping once again. S&P pumping. And by the way, the S&P, I got to double check on the NASDAQ, but the S&P 500 put in an all-time high yesterday. So once again, all-time high territory for traditional finance. And it looked like it was going to run again today, and it still may. Bitcoin is now just at the 200 in May on the 1 minute, having a bit of a battle here. And I'm looking at the money flow. Check out the money flow, just trying to cross over as we speak. VWAP crossing up, momentum crossing up. I'm in a trade right now. We'll see what happens. I'm in a pretty hefty trade, a 2.4 BTC trade right now, risking about 550 to make potentially, if we go all the way up to close to 80K, $14,000.
Wild, bro.
Now, am I going to hold it up to there? Probably not. You always ask me, are you really going to hold your trade all the way up to there?
I do ask you all the time.
So potentially, but it depends on the chart, right? So basically, I can make anywhere between, losing 500 and making 1,400. Anywhere between.
It's a big range.
It's a big range.
It's okay.
But I'm ready to lose 500. That's how you make 14,000, by being ready to lose 500.
Fair enough. I don't want to lose 500.
And big shout out to Greg. He was in the live Discord TA we were doing.
Are you already up $400?
I'm up 400 right now, yeah. I just got into the trade, 10 minutes ago?
I've been on a losing streak, man.
Me too. Before yesterday, or like a day before.
Bro. I need a dub.
It happens to every trader, folks. We're going to be on losing streaks. It's okay.
Yeah, look at this. 170 on a Bitcoin short, 150 on a Bitcoin long. I can't do it, man. Long short, I lose.
Let me show you some losses, man. I'll show you some losses. Look at those, that nice green. I like that. Okay, 279 right there, loss. $10 loss. 18. So those are good loss. Those are the kind of losses you want. $18 loss. 250. There's 200. So here's my losing streak right here. Oh man, 790, 772. Whew. $100, 193. That's my streak. $35, 733. That's a losing streak right there.
Pretty bad losing streak.
That's.
I don't want to be like you, man.
But you see the recent greens. You see the recent greens now, and you see I'm up $600 now in the trade. Today could be one of the biggest trading days, single trading days of my trading career.
What is your, if you don't mind, if you don't want to share, you don't have to, but what is your biggest single trading day?
Wow. Oh, man.
And if you don't want to answer, you don't have to.
I would just say it'll be in the tens of thousands. Yeah. In a single day for sure.
Let's go.
Yeah.
That's
I don't want to say the exact amount, but the Zen Master had some good days.
We like that. Also, if you look here on the 15-minute, a little bit of an inverse head and shoulders here on BTC. Where's my handy-dandy tool? This is your left shoulder, head, right shoulder coming up. You got a kind of a slanted neckline. We'll just kind of take it from here. And that measured move is, now remember, this is the 15 minutes, so that measured move would bring us up to 75,885 on Bitcoin. So anything you're seeing on, here's my concern. Are we going to come up and get stopped out at 74.6? Or more recently, I guess, 75K. We tried to break above 75K a few times. We hung out there a little bit, and we kept coming down. You see how tight this range was on the 30-minute here? This level right here. It's a pretty tight range. Yeah. We spilled off, big move up, massive move down, big move up, little move down, and now we're pushing up again. Are you at all concerned about? Is there any liquidity sitting there at 75,000 that we keep tapping into and getting rejected?
Well, let's take a look. I believe so. The last time I looked, but let's see. So 5 minute. This is kind of right now liquidity. Right smack in the middle of the range. But yeah, check out the liquidity at 75,900 and a little bit more, and a little bit at 75,700. Let's zoom out. I want to see where the last time that we tapped into that liquidity zone. It's about right here. You're right at 75.9. And this was, was that 2 days ago?
2 days ago.
The 14th. Yeah. And we only, since then, only been coming up for a little local liquidity. And we've been kind of dipping the downside. You know, there's some built up liquidity below us that could bring us down to 71,500. It's a possibility. But yeah, the more concentrated liquidity with the high volume is to the upside. And it could bring you to 77,900. Basically close to that 80K range. Is a real possibility Bitcoin could go to close to 80K today or in the next few days.
That'd be massive, bro.
Massive, absolutely.
PH. We're seeing a little bit of red right now, but that's pretty micro. And I'm just kind of shifting through the larger time frames.
Yeah, let's do it.
8 hour. Well, let's start on the day, or let's start on the week.
Let's do it.
Stocks are getting up there on the week, though. It's one thing to keep in mind. 3 day, 2 day, 1 day. Ooh, red dot on the 1 day. 21 hour red dot, 12 hour red dot, 10 hour red dot, 8 hour red dot just printed.
With Stokes high on pretty much all those time frames.
Yeah. But it's not to say that Bitcoin can't just continue to run.
Exactly. And look at the 4 hour. Stokes are pretty low.
Yeah.
You still have that red dot from like 2 candles ago.
I mean, my ideal entry, JP, for a long would be down here at this trend line, but that's going to require some patience, 150. But at that point, what does that turn into? Does this turn into a little bit of a Bart Simpson pattern here? Or a little bit of a, maybe an M pattern? We come down, create that bear flag, and then we flush down. I think either way, there's going to be a big move for Bitcoin coming, JP. It's either, in my opinion, it's either going to be 80K or like 64K.
Pretty much, 64. Yeah.
That's what I think. Could I be wrong? Yes. Am I going to try to guess which side it's going to go? As of right now, no. I just don't have any confidence that I have an edge in the current price action. As you can see, Bitcoin is 74,363. So, yeah, fresh. Ooh, that's a trigger wave on the 15-minute.
Take a look. Ooh.
Yeah, that's a very clear trigger wave there, right? You got 2 anchor waves. There's your trigger wave. VWAP expanding. Little U-turn on the momentum. Is there any bull div here? Or bear div? No bear div.
There's bull div just on that move down from like 74,470 on down to 73,880. You see as the price goes down here.
Talking about this move right here. You're on your chart. Go ahead.
Oh yeah, you can show the chart. So right there. Well, there we go. Price down, momentum up on both market cipher and the stochastic RSI. That's actually why I got into the trade on the bullish div on the 1 minute. There was pretty serious bullish div on this move right here, this downturn. You see that? That downturn and then huge bullish div right there with the money flow crossover. So I got in right about there. Then remember I told you I just got into a trade, but don't follow me.
Yeah.
Then it went pop. And then it came right back down. It looked shaky. I told you once again, I was at my entry. This was right here. It looked shaky, but here we are. It's now bullishly consolidating above the 200 on the 1 minute. This looks like it's going to pump, folks.
So is it too late to get in?
Well. That depends on your risk tolerance and where you want to put your stop loss. All right. Could this make some type of ascending triangle above the 200, touch the 21 one more time, and then blast off? If that's the case, then it may not be too late if you put a stop loss below this pattern.
Which would be where?
Let's see. So like bottom of the pattern entry, Tight risk would be here, would be 74,190, and then you could take it up to the top of the range. That's a 5-to-1.
That's a good trade.
Yeah, 5-to-1, but it's high volatility today. Super high. This is a very difficult day to trade. I'll tell you that.
Do you know of any reason why the volatility is extra?
Yeah, Trump tweeted, or I don't know what you call it, on Truth Social.
He truthed
it.
He
truthed on Truth Social and announced a 10-day ceasefire between Israel and Lebanon.
Yeah.
You know, that's not Iran, but Iran cares about Lebanon. And they were actually pissed after we had our agreement, and then Israel started attacking Lebanon very heavily. You know, so
yeah.
I don't know how that fits in the whole scheme of things, but is the markets like it right now?
Yeah.
We got to look at the NASDAQ at some point. We got to look at that SanDisk that you want me to look at.
Yeah.
It looks insane. You know, obviously they have been reacting to the news.
Did you see that fucking shoe company?
Which one?
Allbirds?
Probably not.
Oh my God. Okay. So there's a, okay, look at this. This is wild. Allbirds stock was down 99% from its record high as of yesterday as the shoe company was collapsing. Today, their stock is up as much as 875% after entirely rebranding as an AI company. If that doesn't tell you there's a bubble, but I believe everything's in a bubble for the most part. Bubbles can expand, and so do I not think AI is in a bubble? No, of course I think AI is in a bubble, but I think there's still a lot more money to make. So they rallied 875% after rebranding from a shoe company to a fucking AI company. Like,
whoa.
Like if SanDisk decided to say, we're an AI company now, but okay. A shoe company? Very strange. This includes selling all of its brands and footwear asset and rebranding to New Bird AI. And the company will use a $50 million convertible financing facility to acquire high-performance GPU assets. I'll be honest, I don't like this for AI. I think this is going to cheapen the actual AI companies. JP, think about all the companies that are struggling, that are dead in the water, that have had nothing going on for them.
Mm-hmm. Just screw it all, sell everything and buy GPUs, right?
Doesn't this look like a way out?
Yeah. That's what a lot of the Bitcoin miners are doing, right? So they have nothing to do with shoes anymore.
Nope.
Nothing.
Anyway.
Just start a new company at that point, I guess.
You wanted to look at the NASDAQ or the S&P?
Sure, we'll look at that. But in the meantime, you want to look at Allbird? This is their, their weekly chart.
Oh, my God.
Before it. So to me, it looks like a Hail Mary, like it's just desperation. This was their chart back from 2021.
Oh, my
God.
It was a...
This looks like a shit coin, man.
It does look like a shit coin. It is a shit coin, technically. Oh, man.
There it is. There's the news. One little blip. And probably already wrecked a bunch of people.
It definitely wrecked a bunch. Did it get rejected at 200? Almost perfectly?
Yeah.
Literally perfect.
That's like a crypto move. That is hilarious. This is something listed on the NASDAQ. Interesting. Okay, speaking of the NASDAQ, let's do it, man. Weekly chart. Wow, wow, wow.
We're officially all-time high, right?
Yeah, that's all-time. We're in all-time high territory. This is price discovery right now for the NASDAQ. And it's so funny, man. You remember 3 weeks ago how bearish this looked?
Yeah.
Like we just go like, there we go. I just went back in time here. Look how bearish that looked. It looked like a top, all right?
It did.
But the Stokes were low. The money flow never left the green. The momentum was on the way down. And then you just hit play, and then you never know what can happen, folks. And as soon as that green dot printed, I mean, I should have told you something, but wow. Yeah. All-time high price discovery. This is great if you have NASDAQ, you know, in your portfolio. But this is also one of the most dangerous times to trade any asset, to me personally, in all-time high territory. Because you're gonna buy the breakout, you know? You're going to buy the top. You're going to buy the actual top, you know, where institutions are offloading.
Don't threaten me with a good time.
Or, you know, are you going to try to short this? You're going to try to fade this price action and then just get ripped up because we're in price discovery. I don't like price discovery. I got to be honest.
Really?
Not for trading.
I like price discovery.
I'm not a
I like
fan.
discovering good prices.
Okay.
You know, SoFlo Angler said JP can be a boxing ring announcer with that voice.
Thank you.
So now you have a third option potentially if trading and audio doesn't work out for you, my friend. Why do you so I don't know, maybe you answered the question, maybe you didn't.
What?
You said there's a lot of volatility because of the ceasefire.
Yes, ceasefire agreement. Okay. Lebanon and Israel.
Okay. All right, let's take a look at the crypto bublés. Look at that, JP, your favorite coin.
Siren! Woo-wee. Back at it again.
Gina, can we add a siren? Yeah, can we add a siren play or a sound effect, please? Thank you. Thank you very much. Also, Gina's back. Gina, show your face.
Yeah.
Do we have your camera?
We want to hear you.
Yeah.
Let me
asking about you.
Let me unmute you.
Yeah,
she's unmuted.
I said, hell no. Oh, hell no.
All right, I brought your mic up, Gina. Come on, talk to us.
Wow, hello.
Where have you been, Gina? The chat wants to know. Did you leave us?
No.
Okay.
Never.
I don't know
guys.
why my camera is over there.
Look at that beautiful studio.
I'm
The
scared.
greatest studio.
What's happening?
So
I have
It's
not
fine.
left you. Here I am, everyone.
I'll let the people know Gina is still with us, but on a little more part-time basis. She's too expensive for us. She's too good.
Oh.
She's too good and too expensive, you know. Just kidding. All right. Anyways, Siren up 62%. Athena up 11%. Rave up 40%. Please tell me you close your short.
I'm glad I got out of my rave short. Yes. I made like $50, but it's cool. I mean, I made money.
Wrecked.
Yeah, for sure. Always drag that stop loss into profit.
We do me a favor.
Sure.
Can we look at Zcash? I think there's an opportunity there.
Zcash. Okay.
Look at Zcash.
Look at it on Binance. Okay. Let's start top down weekly. Okay. And give me some more screen real estate. I like it. Okay. So Zcash was in this huge falling wedge on the weekly. Since broke out. 2 green candles. Now it's in a red candle for a week with 3 days left. Stochastic looks like it has a lot more room to go up. Green dot, green money flow. Let's see if there's opportunity here. You hit resistance. You see these wicks are about equal, almost equal in price here in rejection. Daily got above the 200 and got rejected. Honestly, that looks like almost like a good short opportunity.
You think so?
At least to the 21.
That doesn't look like a bull.
It's super. Yeah, it's bullish. Well, let's see. Is it technically? Yes, it's technically a bull flag, right? Sure. I don't like that you lost to 200. What this tells me is that is likely to come down to a fib retracement or the 21. It's bullish, but it's in retracement mode right now. That's what I meant by bearish. It's obviously a bullish move,
right? But
it's in retracement mode right now. Red dot, Stokes curving down, momentum curving down. I expect it to just put in a higher low here. Come down right there.
You're on the daily, right, JP?
Yeah, the daily. I expected to make a fuller bull flag.
Full bull,
and then send it. And then send it, baby. So I would wait for entry is what I mean here, or scalp short that down, which is very dangerous.
JP, what about this setup here? Look at this. I'm on the daily too.
Okay.
Fib from breakout beginning, breakout ending. Look at where the 50 is. Okay. Look at what price has done, right?
Yeah.
This is kind of where we consolidate a little bit, that kind of spinning top. Resistance, support.
Yep.
Support. So on this specific move, it's a key figure number because it is the 50% fib level. Also, if you zoom out, that level alone, take away the fib, that level alone has been a great area. So I look at that area as a potential long area for Zcash. I don't know. You kind of feeling the same? Or
I agree. A potential SR flip zone. Yep. Previous resistance can now be support.
You also have that gold pocket at sub $300, right? This area right here.
Yeah.
resistance, consolidation, resistance. So, yeah, I mean, for me, I don't think, JP, we're seeing volume dip on the daily with each red candle. Stokes have rolled over. Money flow is about to cross in to the green. We're not seeing any. So I do think there's a little more downside, but I'd be careful shorting this right now.
Absolutely.
In my opinion.
I agree.
I'd rather try to scope out a
Same. And look at this 4 hour. This bull flag looks a little more mature, right? But I'll say this previous bull flag just did not mature. This was a premature bull flag right here to a more mature bull flag. So,
No, it's premature, post-mature.
Yes, post-mature.
No,
Let's bring this down. So what if we just considered it one big move?
Yeah.
A safer bet is 618 around here. Does this make sense with the level you were talking about?
Yeah, that's
299
right between the 618 and the 50. Yeah.
Yeah, right there.
It's between 298 and 318, right?
Yeah, so I'm with you. I mean, it's probably better to wait for the long here than try to short this thing.
Amen.
Here is the small time frames getting a little bit bearish. The 1 hour losing the 200. Double death cross, red money flow. Yeah, just a little slight retracement on a larger bullish move on Zcash.
I want to share a post real quick because I'm gonna have to step away here in a little bit, but I wanted to share this post. I posted in Discord yesterday. And I'll kind of show you on the chart. So I put in, by the way, if you're not on our Discord, go join it. It's completely free. Look at all this amazing analysis you get. For free. If you're serious about trading or making money, then this is the way to go. Top prediction. Flush down to 223, then a giga pump to 513. Let me show you why and how I came to those numbers.
Ooh.
They're not random numbers. I promise. They're rooted in Fibonacci's. Let me pull that up. I think I was on the weekly or I think I was on the weekly. No, I was on the daily. I thought I saved this. So what I was looking at, I think it was here. No, there was it was here. Okay. It was on the weekly. What I saw here on the weekly on Tau was a little bit of a potential inverse head and shoulders here. Although that extension, this move up, it's not like your ideal or perfect inverse head and shoulder, but I think the spirit of it is the same, right? You come in, you put in a low, you put in a lower low, and then a higher low, right? There's your inverse head and shoulders, and then the measured move. And so when I'm looking at this price action, we see big spikes in volume. Stokes are rolling over. Fresh red dot on the weekly time frame here on Tau. Our gold pocket sits at around 223. This was a very key level for BitTensor back in December of 2025. We saw a massive bounce from this level, not including the wick, just taking the lower end, the $222 price range. We rallied 36%. Big move down, big volume. We'll see where this volume lands after this trading session is closed. But I would expect some sort of bounce here. Now, could this be the complete bounce to complete this inverse head and shoulders pattern and come back to the upside? Potentially. Could we see a little bit of a relief rally? We don't quite get to the high of 371 and we spill off and maybe come down and test this 786? Maybe. We're already seeing the BitTensor network move forward. I think Subnet 3 has a new company behind it after the old one left, the Covenant left. So anything can happen. And when you have a project like Tau, or really any solid project that's seen a sharp sell-off based off of essentially what we saw happen with Tau, a company leave or FUD or people freaking out and panic selling, if the fundamentals remain the same and they continue to actually increase, you could see a very quick snapback at any point in time. We're not seeing it. We're still seeing weakness, especially on the high time frame. So I think there's a little more downside, but I don't want to I don't want to try to play both sides. I would rather just wait to see, do we land in the gold pocket and bounce, or do we make our way all the way down to the 786, sub $200 and bounce there? Either way, I'll be ready to be putting in a BitTensor long. So yeah, I don't know. Any thoughts on kind of my analysis there?
I think it's pretty accurate.
Pretty straightforward. But.
Yeah, it makes sense. It could be some more downside, but for the bigger picture, there could be some opportunity here in Tau. And I'm looking for that opportunity.
You're on the 4 hour?
I'm on the 4 hour, yeah. Yeah, it looks pretty bearish right now. But, you know, if Bitcoin runs up, I can't see Tau getting beat up too much, man.
Well, Bitcoin's been running up and Tau's just continuing to,
yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Sometimes it takes courage. Sometimes it takes courage and seeing something that no one else sees in the charts. And I'm looking for it. I'm looking for divergence. There's some decent divergence on an 8 hour, on a stochastic. And you got to take a chance somewhere.
Let's take a chance, man.
Take a chance.
Bitcoin doesn't know what the hell it wants to do, man.
Yeah, it's pumping and dumping and pumping, and now it wants to pump. I don't know. It's above the 200 on the 1 minute.
The sun over here.
Let's see. 1 hour. It's pretty much hanging out in one range right now. It's hanging out on one range. This could be just consolidation, sideways consolidation until we get a breakout. But it also resembled somewhat of a double top here. That can also be a bearish case here, and almost like an Adam and Eve double top, right?
A little bit,
yeah. Definitely some type of double top here. So it needs to break out to invalidate that. This is the 1 hour, 4 hour. I still see the double top, but it just looks like consolidation. And I was having a discussion with my trading group earlier about, you know, whether a double top is a bullish consolidation pattern. You know, obviously it's a reversal pattern, but it does come after a bullish move, right? You know, so it's technically consolidation until it dumps, right? Because this can look bearish right now. This can look like an Adam and Eve double top. But what if it hits the top of the pattern one more time, bottom pattern, top pattern, ping pong, and blast off? You know, that's bullish consolidation.
It's very likely.
Right.
I don't want to say very likely, but it could be very likely.
So I'll say a double top is bullish consolidation, and a double bottom will be bearish consolidation. And it isn't a trend reversal until the trend actually reverses, until you break the neckline, which will be right there, and you start dumping below that. So it looks bullish for Bitcoin right now. It looks bullish. I'm in the long, and we'll see what happens. Yeah. In the long, and we lost to 200 that quick on the 1 minute. We were just above it.
Damn.
Just above it.
Yeah, I mean, JP literally came into the show and said there's a lot of volatility today. Be careful. So
yeah,
you're watching it essentially live. I mean,
live. Here's the NASDAQ on the 1 minute.
Jesus.
Yeah, it just got above its 200, and it's going a bit parabolic. Just on a 1 minute time. Oh, wait, let me make sure I'm on the right time frame. That is the wrong time frame. This is the 1 minute, and we're actually dumping. Yeah, that's a dump on a 1 minute for the NASDAQ. Let's see, that looks, man, like it's about to spill over. Look at that. Looks like a liquidity grab and then just fall off a
Look
cliff
at all that
here.
narrative.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Yeah. Yeah, that could spill over pretty heavily. So I have my stop loss into break even right now, believe it or not, plus fees. I'll make 121, which will just cover my fees.
Smart, bro.
Of 67 in and out. So I'll be fine. I'll probably get stopped out right now, and I'm okay with that. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a big dump.
Yeah. I'm completely okay with that. Stop me out. Ooh. Stop me out, baby.
So, okay. Are you willing to potentially looking at getting back into another long at the bottom end of that range?
I could. Let's see. I was on a smaller time frame, like a 1 minute 15. I have to see here. So let's see. If it stops me out, price will go to 74,000. At least break 74,141. Let's put that line on a chart. 74,141 right here. What would that look like if price breaks below that? It will look like a double top. You're getting closer to the neckline. There's that huge double top. I would, so I wouldn't be willing to immediately get back into a long. I would need to see something. I would even consider the short, honestly. They got to be a bigger short play here. Like, what if I believe it's very important to be flexible as a trader. Be willing to flip from long to short just like that. You know, if the market wants to flip, you know, I have to be willing to flip and adjust as well. So I can have a stop loss way up here, like 75,600, and then have a take profit way down to support at 70,600, maybe a little bit lower. So that gives me a 2.7 to 1 risk reward ratio. Not amazing, but maybe we can tighten it up. Maybe it has to be an even bigger trade. Open your mind. Price dumps to 66,800. All right, well, if we do that, can I extend my stop loss as well? Make this a balanced, bigger time frame trade? I think so. What if we go to a 1 hour? See, I'm just not in a rush to short this or even long this, man. I love not doing anything, honestly, at extreme times of volatility. But if I were to get stopped out of my long right now, I would consider this short. I would consider getting in around the neckline of the double top. Stop loss way up is 76,000. Take profit way down at 66,000. Bitcoin wants to go either way right now. We want to head towards 80K or we want to head towards 65K. Clearly.
Yeah, I think the Bitcoin's coming. And
right.
You see it in like the price action. I don't know. You guys know I like to look at candles as people. Each candle represents how the people felt in that 1 hour, in that 5 minutes, in that 30 minutes.
I like that.
You see a bunch of wicks, there's indecision. Like there's a tug of war. At some point, one side's going to get tired and the other side's going to obliterate them. So I think that's what we're seeing, man. And so I agree. The question then becomes, JP, okay, we're not going to try to time the top. We're not going to try to time the bottom, right?
Not exactly.
Where's our line in the sand? Where is our line in the sand to where we say, if it breaks this level, it's the 80K version. Okay. If it breaks this level, it's the 65K move. Where are those lines, or where is that line in the sand?
Okay, that's pretty simple. Let me see. Boom. There you go.
Where is it?
The line to sand above is 76,900, and the line to sand below is 62,031. And this is would be for a much bigger move. Either way, you break 62,000, you're heading to 55K. You break above 76,000, you're heading up towards 90K. So there's a bigger move, even if we make it to 80 or 62. Well, 76 or 62, you know? So let me...
Here's my question, though. If we wait for 62, the big move's already happened for the most part. So my question is...
Yeah. You mean before we get to that range?
Yeah. What level would we have to break for you to say, okay, the move is down at 62?
Well, there's no way to know for sure, but
yeah, of course.
I would say maybe like a 50%. What if we did a 50% of the range? You know, we're basically in a range here. You know, we have a low, a value area low, and a high. Let's bring up our fixed range one more time. Fixed range volume profile. Create a range. We got a low and a high. Let's make the chart bigger. Okay, give me a box. Give me a box. There you go.
I like that.
What do you think about just like, shorten? Yeah, so 70,600.
I think that's
Get below that line, we're most likely going to dump to, 55K, maybe even under 50K. If you remain above it, we could move up to 80K and beyond to 92K, pushing 100K. All right.
So then the question then becomes, do we patiently wait to see what it does? Because I agree with the 76K level. If we can break and stay above, we're probably going to 80. There's a lot of money to make there. 70K and below, we wait for that, for us to get to that level. And if we break below, we're probably going lower. There's a lot of money to make there as well.
Yeah.
So the question then becomes, do we try to trade the micro range we're in now? Or do we remain patient and wait for, either move? So that's the question.
I think our guess is here.
All right, guys, I'm going to step away. JP is going to take over. JP, I asked people for some requests. Caspa, ETH on the daily and 4 hour, and then I think someone said Solana. So
perfect. Okay.
All right, have a good show. Love you guys. Love you.
Love you, bro.
Thank you, man.
All right. So to pick up where he left off, it would make sense to me as a trader to look for shorts where we are right now. We're at the top of the range, clearly, right? As a trader, not as an investor, as a trader, we like to look for weakness at the top of the range and short to the bottom of the range, right? And when we're at the bottom of the range, we look for strength so we could long to the top of the range. So by default, and I'm always open-minded. Clearly, I'm always open-minded. In fact, let's be ultimately open-minded. Let's turn this, since I'm here and I'm holding it down, by myself. Let's make it Zen. Let's make it Zen, Gina. Can we make this the truly Zen trading zone right now? Yes, very Zen. Perfect. Do we have the calming music as well? Let's gather our thoughts here. And I'm looking for weakness, okay? I'm looking for weakness in Bitcoin at the top of this range because we are in a bear market, right? We're in a bear market until we aren't. So I'm looking for weakness, but at the same time, I want a reasonable stop loss in case, we actually do make it up to 92K, which I hope we do. Don't get me wrong. I like to take advantage of price action as a trader, but I do want Bitcoin to go up over time. So just for argument's sake, let's draw a potential short. Now, I've already looked at a few different versions of this. What if we short it with a stop loss of 76,300? And we brought this bad boy down just to the bottom of the range. And now this can go even lower. This can go to 55K, all right? But this is basically a 5-to-1 risk reward ratio with high Stokes and red dot. As a trader, this is a setup for a short. It almost makes sense to just put it in and get stopped out. We plan to get stopped out on trades. As a trader, you only got to win 3 out of 10 trades. Let this be one of the 7 losses. Just scale your trade appropriately for the range. Don't just get in 5 Bitcoin short and then set your stop loss. No, scale your trade so that you only lose exactly what you want to lose. I like the idea of a security short, a hedge short. Okay, Legendary God King says BTC looks bullish on a 30-minute. Let's zoom in. Let's get off of this macro. I hope it's bullish on a 30-minute. I'm in a long. Okay, I hope it looks bullish. Let me pull this up. Let's look at the 30-minute. And I want to get into you guys' coins requests and any TA requests. Please just put it in the chat. I think we only got about 10 minutes left here as it is a very busy day in the Sin City podcast studio. Let's see, 30-minute BTC. Okay, there's a green dot. The Stokes is about midway to up. Is it bullish? I see somewhat of an inverted head and shoulder here. Sure, you bounced off the 200. Can we get out? There we go. Thank you, Gina. Okay, so you did bounce off the 200 here. You have somewhat of an inverted head and shoulder. I see three white soldiers, you know, 3 green candles in a row here. This could blast off. It doesn't look the most bullish, but I mean, it doesn't look very bearish either. I don't mind the 30-minute. Let's see. Any requests? Give me coin requests. I want to look at some stuff. ADA. And do we think if BTC hits 80K, that ADA will hit 30 cents? Let's look at that. Let's look at Cardano. ADA USDT on Binance. Okay. I'm going to start on a weekly. Sheesh. Okay, that is a huge downtrend, but the good news is there is major bullish divergence here as the price swings down pretty dramatically. Look at the stochastic RSI, bottomed out and it swung up. And also on Market Cipher B, you can see the momentum coming up as well. Now, the money flow has continued to go red, so that tells you that the trend is still down pretty strongly. But, you know, the money flow can be a very lagging indicator. So you kind of got to front run it sometimes. Go to daily, get through this very quickly. Once again, you have some bullish divergence. You got past the 21. The 50 MA is next. Can you make the move? You can. I like the trade, you know, trying to catch this bottom here. That doesn't look too bad to me. What if you traded the daily with a long? What if you entered now, stop loss below the most recent low at about 23 cents, and you took this bad boy all the way up to the 200 on the daily? It's almost a 6-to-1 risk reward ratio. That's a Zen trade. That's the type of trades I like to take. I like it. Smaller time frames, quickly, 4 hour double bottom breaking out right at the 200 right now, resistance. So this could get rejected temporarily. Touch the 21 one more time and blast off. Let's see, the 1 hour. 1 hour is very, very bullish. Already got the 200 cross. You have the 21 crossing the 200. That's a golden cross. Bull div, money flow good. It looks good. Very good on the small to medium time frames. Good for long, that is, because there is no good or bad in Zen trading, okay? Once again, this is the Zen trading zone. I've taken over this show. What other coins, really quick? Somebody said Solana, throw them in. And I have less than 10 minutes. So if you want me to see a coin, maybe send a super chat. I'll see it for sure, really quickly. Solana USDT. Let's take a look. Let's start on the, you know what? I can't start too high up. I'm going to start on a 4 hour for Solana. Past the 200. 2 huge bullish engulfing candles. It looks very bullish there. I like the rounded bottom. Check out this nice rounded bottom right there. I would long this. Once again with a stop loss. I'll give you 2 different levels depending on your risk appetite. Let's do a long on Solana. You could put a stop loss right there. You could enter now, or maybe somewhere around now, right? Put your limit order in, put it close to price. And look, that's a double bottom that you could probably see on a daily. The same double bottom that Bitcoin has. You take it up. So right there, that's not enough gains, but you can bring it up higher. Solana wants to go back to 140. I know it does. This will have to be a swing trade. That'll be a 7-to-1 if you take it just up to 128 with a stop loss right here. If you want an even deeper trade, if you want, you know, if you don't want to get stopped out, if you're not too risk averse, bring it down, stop loss to $76 and take it even higher to that 140 level, 147 for Solana. This is a Zen trade that you just let cook. You just let it simmer, okay? That's a 6-to-1 risk reward ratio for Solana. I'm looking on a 4 hour, but this is really like a daily trade. Yeah, look at the daily. Once Bitcoin gets to moving and NASDAQ proves that it wants to stay in all-time high territory, I can see everything moving, and Solana will be one of the first movers. That's a good trade. Enter around now. Stop loss way down at $76, and to take profit around 147. That's a swing trade. What else? Let's see. K Kron says appreciate you, Zen. Somebody says IP story. What is that? Is that a coin? ETH, please. Currently in a short from Wayne Rossi. Let's look at ETH. Let's check out your short. What time frame were you shorting ETH on? Time frame is pretty important. So daily double bottom, just like Bitcoin. It looks like it could come down for a handle. Who knows? Stokes is high. You got a red dot on market cipher B. Let's go to the 4 hour. 4 hour is pretty bullish, but you do have the double top. Similarly to Bitcoin, but if Bitcoin moves, Ethereum can move. Look at the stochastic nice and low on a 4 hour. That's a bull flag. It's a double top within a bull flag. All right. Interesting. That can go either way. Let's see. I'm assuming your short is probably on a smaller time frames. So let's look at the 15 minute. The 15 minute is, is obviously, everything was in a bigger bull trend, but the 15 minute has lost to 200. And the money flow is in the red, indicating the trend is down on this time frame. But look at these wicks. Look at these wicks, and the market structure looks like an inverse head and shoulder. That is a reversal pattern. So be careful. If you're in a short, I would say if you can afford to, put your stop loss into break even or even into profit to secure those profits. Okay. Let me look at another time frame here. Let's go to the 5 minute. Yep, same thing. I see that inverse. I see bearish div. That could dump you. 3 minute bearish div and approaching the 200. That could be bearish. That could be pretty bearish short term for Ethereum. Somebody said, I don't know if that's true. Break-in. Pakistan opens banking system to licensed crypto firms after 2018 ban. That sounds bullish. Let's see. Any other trades? Anything I missed? Any other coins you want me to look at? A deep dive before I get out of here. Running out of time. Grim, I just buy a lot of Quant Weekly DCA. Cool. Let's see. Anything I'm missing? ICP. Do we care about ICP? Do we care about Quant? Should we look at Quant? ICP. And I have to check on that Bitcoin trade. Am I still in the money? I'm in the money, but barely. Bitcoin looks like it, I don't know. It's playing around. It's just kind of hanging out, wanting to dump, wanting not to dump. Let's see. ICP on a 1 hour. That's a big run up on a 1 hour. But you got heavy bearish divergence there. Look at the stochastic. But you also have some hidden bullish. So either way for ICP, but going a bit parabolic on that 1 hour. Be careful. Be careful long in that. The 30 minute on ICP does have some bullish consolidation. I will look for this to make some type of ascendant triangle. I see somewhat of a double bottom there. Money flow pretty green for ICP on the 30 minute. Oh, okay. Do we have the Zen music now? Very Zen. All right, we're gonna look at Bitcoin as I'm about to sign out. Let's look at it one more time. All right, once again, weekly still in the double bottom. Anything can happen for Bitcoin. This is a speed top-down analysis. 10 hour. 10 hour is super bullish. Look at that, parabolic, bouncing off the 21. It looks like it can go higher, folks. 6 hours, same thing, just more zoomed in. Money flow heavily green. Your Stokes are a bit overbought. That could bring you down. 30 minute. 30 minute has been retracing, but it has some bull div there. 15 minute. really battling at 200. I still see the inverted head and shoulder. Saw that on Ethereum as well. Everything's in an inverted head and shoulder. That can pump price up. If the NASDAQ pumps, Bitcoin will pump. I promise you that. The trade is looking good. I'm up $700, and this could be, like I said, one of the biggest trades of my trading career. I'll update you on that later. Okay, so make sure you join the Sin City Discord. It's very important. I have my own area, the Zen Trading Zone, where I hook you up, you know, with setups, you know, TA. Now we're doing even live TA. That's right, I'm going live, and you can go live with me. It's the voice chat section, you know, live TA. You can mic up, share your screen, I'll share my screen. We'll do collaborative TA, and I would love to do that tonight. So yes, Greg, we'll do it tonight. Let's do it, okay? But I think that's all that we got for the show today. Very busy day in the studio here at Sin City Podcast. We appreciate you, and we'll see you tomorrow. Take care, folks. Be safe out there.